So how long do you have to keep your medical records? Generally, state law governs medical record retention, but a good general rule of thumb is that you should retain medical records for at least 10 years after the claim has been billed for that service. Why 10 years? Well, that's the cutoff date for the False Claims Act. In other words, if your agency were sued under the False Claims Act, that lawsuit could go back as far as 10 years, and you would need documentation going back that far to protect yourself. But there are exceptions to this general rule. One exception is where you provide a service to a minor, which is somebody who's under the age of 18. You'll want to keep those records for a few years after they reach the age of 18. This is because if a minor is injured, they may want to sue your agency, and they typically have a few years after they reach the age of majority to do that. You'll need to talk to your legal counsel and figure out how many years beyond the age of majority that a patient would have the right to sue. Typically, it's anywhere from 2 to 4 years. Another exception to that general 10-year rule is where you know the medical record might be needed for a lawsuit, government audit, investigation, or other legal action. Sometimes this is referred to as a legal hold or a litigation hold. You should never destroy records that are subject to an audit or litigation. Get advice from your attorney about preserving those documents in those situations. Finally, there might be other reasons why your agency might want to hold on to records a little longer than the recommended 10 years, such as records where the patient suffered a bad outcome, if the records might be used for research or quality assurance reasons, or state law or another law requires retention beyond those 10 years. I can't stress enough how important it is to get advice from your legal counsel and to establish a record retention policy that comports with the rules that apply to your agency. If you need more information, go to pwwemslaw.com and contact one of our attorneys today.